Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. Let me fix this thing. I'm in a different space here and I gotta get this right. Yes, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? It's been a little while, but it's okay. All righty. So, cherish the ordinary, okay? Cherish the ordinary. What are some things that you would consider ordinary in your life? I'm gonna. I've been. It's been a while. I want to share with you a couple of things that I why I came up with this topic. And but before that, how is everybody doing? It's been a little while, right? It's been a little while, but I know I've been like connecting with a few people, maybe not on Facebook or on social media, but face to face. Some people I haven't seen for like a long, long time. 40 years, 30 years. Oh my goodness. Yes, a long time. And that was good. So, yeah, been around the block for like the last 6 weeks. Had some great experiences. And I want to share a couple of them with you. So if you're going to be joining me live, let me know where you're joining from because this has been a while and I wanted to come to you, but my, oh my. So now I have the opportunity. I just do that, right? So if you're joining me live, my name is Yvette Garel and I am here in this medium. Yep, ever so often, usually every week, but didn't happen for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So here I am, and I want to share with you some experiences that I had. And here I am coming up with this topic to cherish the ordinary. So we're gonna talk some. I'm gonna share some things, and then you're gonna realize you're gonna look into your own life and see what is it that you would consider ordinary. Okay. Now, then of course, I'm here on social media because I am an online marketer, and so I do business online. Yes, I do business online. And I am here also to help folks who want to take their business online, helping you with how to strategize and to, some things that you want to pay attention to. And yeah, and grow your business here. So how is everyone doing? I know everybody's busy, life get busy and the world is busy and busy, busy, busy. But can I just tell you one thing? Cherish the ordinary. I had to, I didn't have it in that terminology in the beginning, but I remember resorting to some of the things that I'm going to share with you. But as I came back to this space, and I was thinking, I'm like, man, how did I actually get through some of those things that I was faced with in the last few weeks? And you get a chance to sit back and to reset and to think about some stuff and to assess some stuff and evaluate some stuff and think about your own personal self, even in the middle of all of that. How did you get through all of that? Of course, we know for those of us who our faith, we have faith, believe in that there is somebody bigger than us, and there is somebody that controls the universe, and there's somebody who watches over us, and there's somebody that we call the Christ, the Son of the living God, and there's somebody we call Father, Abba, Father, all of it. So God, who created the universe, that I believe in. Yes, I'm a Christian by faith, and I believe that, yes, he came and he died and he rose again and all that good stuff. And my faith, whatever you want to call it for yourself, but my faith, there's something that we all have that it's like the adrenaline. Hmm. That when you get into a little jam and that adrenaline kicks in, yeah, puts you into action. of some sort, maybe good or bad, huh? That adrenaline kicks in and gives you that extra energy. So my faith that kicked in a lot of times. And so I navigated through some things, but didn't understand how I got through them. But I realized it was the ordinary things that I was doing that coupled up with my faith that helped me through that. So, quite some time ago, I read this book called Life is Messy. Life is messy. So, as I was, organizing my office space and I was going through books, I came up with this. I'm like, man, life is messy for sure. Man, I don't know. Let's see who wrote this book. Matthew Kelly. Life is messy for real. For real. Life is messy. But is it life that is messy? Or maybe us that makes our life messy? That's another question for another day. But as I took up the book and I'm like, man, life is messy. When you consider all that's going on and, your experiences or just listen and hear and see, yeah, life is messy, right? But you have to put that into perspective for you. I have to put that into perspective for me. Is it that his life is messy, or is it that the things that I have to experience or my experiences or what I have to deal with makes the life messy? So, we can dissect it. We can, you can package it how you want to package it. But I want to share with you as I was turning this book, I'm like, and I was kind of scanning through the pages. I came upon this page and I'm like, man, this fits what I went, some of the things that I went through or I experienced. Huh? Because when you say you went through, people think it's all bad. No, no, no. Experiences, it's all of it. It's all of it. It's the good, the bad, and the indifferent experiences, my friend. So I'm like, man, I came upon this little paragraph and it says, cherish the ordinary. And I'm like, damn. And I looked down the thing and I was like, some of these things are some of the things that I was doing in order to cope. Yeah. In order to cope, in order to navigate, in order to just kind of get through the day. So I was like, man, this is good, right? So I said, let me share with my folks that I haven't seen them for a long time. I haven't seen them for a long time and I kind of miss you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I miss you guys. Yeah, I've got lots to do to catch up on, right? Yeah. So it talks about and this is how he coins it, cherish the ordinary. So I was doing my breathing exercise, I was doing my walking, I was doing my singing, I was just praising God, and I was thinking, and but I just figured that that's what I had to do, huh? But this writer coined it, cherish the ordinary. He said it was the ordinary things that saved me, that saved him. Now, he wrote because he had an experience and he coined his book, Life is Messy. But in this little, just on this page, he said it was the ordinary things that saved him. From whatever the difficulties that he was facing, these were the things that saved him. He said he experienced enough extraordinary things to know that he would choose the ordinary things over the extraordinary things, all day long. And so you can say, oh my goodness, for example, if you're having a challenge on a particular day, like, maybe with folks, sometimes conversation and it can get really tight, or maybe you're heading down the street and somebody hit your car, or you walk into the mall and you're going to get this, and you when you take a stock, you don't have your purse, somebody broke in your car. Challenges. People can be, say things and you feel hurt. Challenges, experiences, extraordinary things, huh? But and then you can come up with, there's a lot of you know, strategies. There's a lot of step by step. How do you deal, like, for example, how you deal with conflict, step one, step two, step three, and and you go down the line, especially if you work for an organization and they teach you conflict management. You follow the steps, and this is how you deal with it. You say you're doing documentation, step one, all of that. Those are extraordinary tasks because you follow those. But what about the ordinary tasks, like stop and just breathe? Stop and just breathe. Oh my gosh. Stop what you're doing. Slow down, just like halt, and just close your eyes and just breathe. My goodness. There's so much power in that. So much power in that. So much relief in that. Just shut it down. You don't even have to close your eyes. You can get quiet and just breathe. Huh? So he said, learn how to cherish the ordinary things. Now, what are some of the ordinary things that I had to employ during my was 4 6 weeks away, navigating some issues, dealing with some problems, some problematic situations, dealing with people, dealing with things? Yes, I reverted to those some of the things that the author speaks about, but I didn't think they were ordinary. I thought they were just, things that I need to do to move through that, pass through that little hump, huh? So he has a list here, and you can make your list because your list might be different. Your list could be other things that brings you joy. Your list is going to have other things that brings you peace. Your list is going to have other things that make you feel happy in the moment or relief or whatever. So this is what the author has. He says, sleeping. He says, sleeping. Get a good sleep. How many of us get a good sleep when we go to bed at night, or day, or whenever you go to sleep? How many of us actually sleep, like rest? Because we might go and we lie down and be like, man, take a nap. Back in the day, my mama used to call it puss nap. Huh? For those of you who are from the island, my mama used to call it puss, oh, you just got a puss nap. Huh? You didn't sleep. The body goes through phases of in your sleep, and um um in your sleep, phase one, phase two, and then, so we might want to think about that. Did you sleep at all, or did you just actually get a puss nap, power nap, whatever you want to call it? So he says, cherish the ordinary. One of the things he referred to as ordinary sleeping. That's deep, my friends, because some people will be like, man, I can't even get time to sleep. Really? Yeah. Seriously. Yes. Now, he said, um, walking. Yeah. Take a walk. Break the momentum. Take a walk. And then, in addition to that, he says breathing. Now, there are a lot of breathing exercises out there that you can use to bring down the tempo, take down the temperature, or there's a book, I think, Inhale, Exhale. Yeah, to just clear, I said, just clear your head. Just breathe. And I like to close my eyes so I can focus because the distractions are many. So I like to close my eyes when I'm doing my breathing exercise because it can get really intense. You get to do that introspection. You get to get to that place where only you can share your experiences, but you have to get there. Yeah. Then he said, um, reading, huh? Yeah. Some people grab a good book, man, they're locked in. You can't even get a word in. Some folks like to watch the movie on TV and you say something and they'll be like, oops, nope, can't talk right now. Their eyes are fixed and focused on the television. So everybody got their own little knock. You can make your own list, the things that bring you joy, the things that you embrace, the things that you know give you relief, the things that, and they're just ordinary things. You don't even have to buy them. They're free, my friends. They're free. You don't have to go and go to the supermarket or go to the store. They're free. The ordinary things of life and the best things of life are free. Yeah. Good things in life are free. Sometimes you just need to step away and to think. I always say to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. You just need to think and put things in perspective, huh? And to kind of get things sorted out, and maybe make a prioritize something, because sometimes it's kind of just mixed up, muddled, and you need time. So you don't have to go to the supermarket and buy that time to step away to get things in order in yourself, because remember now that you have to get it for yourself. Hmm? Yeah, you have to get it for yourself before you can give it to others, or before you can help someone. You got to kind of know for yourself that before you can even share. Yeah, we can. I was a teacher by, well, I am a teacher by profession, and we teach a lot of stuff that because we have a curriculum and we follow, we get the books and so on and so forth, and we teach kids how to these things. But until they get it, before they can actually pass the test that you're going to give them now, comprehension, knowledge, and application. And if they don't understand the material, they're not going to be able to answer these questions when you give them. So they got to get it for themselves. So you as a teacher also got to understand the material that you're presenting, so that you can present it in a way that the kids are going to understand it. Because when it's not clear in your head, I bet your bottom dollar that you just throw the material out there and they don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, right? So you got to get it. You have to have an understanding, at least some kind of clarity. So when they ask the questions, you can help them. So it's the same thing here. So when you got a lot of things going on and life gets so busy and life gets messy and this is being thrown at you, that is being thrown at you, and you got to navigate, you got to think, you got to step aside and think. You got to breathe. That's when you breathe, and then you get some space and you think. So in the last few weeks that I wasn't here, I didn't do a live. Man, I had some experiences that I had to employ some of these. What about kindness? Huh? What about some people go eat chocolate? Some people eat chocolate. They say chocolate, what is it? The dark chocolate calm you down or something like that. Some people go have chocolate, huh? Some people go have a drink, huh? Some people go to the bar and they take a drink, man. You know what? They gotta have a drink. Sometimes they don't go to the bar, they drink, in their house. Some people watching movies, some people, but like, they're like, man, I need a vacation. I need out of here. So it's a lot of things. So what's your list? What would your list look like? Gotta think about the things that you don't have to buy these things. You don't have to ask anybody for these things. Think about the ordinary things that can help you in your when life gets messy, when things get sticky, when there's a lot to navigate, or when your business is just like, when you need to make new avenues or change stuff around, and things are just looking like everything is just jumble bumble. You gotta straighten it out, right? And these things you don't even have to buy, along with your faith, right? And if you have partners, you can sit down and have a conversation, even if you're not your partner, but you can pick up the phone and have a conversation with somebody, or some maybe your friend, or a confidant, or something like someone like that. You can pick up the phone and have a conversation, and get clarity. So we're talking about cherishing the ordinary things in life. How many of us actually cherish the ordinary things in life, the ones that you don't have to go to the store to buy? The air, huh? The people around us, huh? The things that we already have in terms of our mind, huh? Our ability to think, right? Our ability to talk, our ability to listen, our ability to see, those and all the five senses that all of us have. How we feel, we see, we hear, and we smell, and we can speak, these senses that we have, you know yeah. So sometimes you got to navigate through these senses because you all have them and they're free. They have been given unto us to use, all our five senses, huh? Right. So what about cherishing the ordinary? These are the things that make up make us up. And these are the things that if we use these things wisely and use what we have wisely, we can help so many other people, and we can do better for ourselves and help others to do better as well. And we can do better in the little, using the little that we have, instead of thinking about, man, I need this thing over there, when you have this little thing here. And you just need to be a good steward in what you have right here. So cherish the ordinary. What brings you joy? What brings you good pleasure? What brings you, happiness comes from within. But what are the things and the situations that you need to surround yourself with or embrace or employ that brings that peace on the inside that makes you happy? Yeah. So my 5 weeks was, man, whether it's be going to places and people get on your last nerves, right? And you have to be like, oops, breathe. They say things, breathe. You don't even have to answer. See, you got to get in control of these ordinary things that brings you joy. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Eh? Nobody steals your joy. They only do it if you allow them to, right? So when life gets really messy, but you don't have to be messy in the mess, right? You can pull back and navigate and cherish your ordinary things, and your life will be extraordinary. Yeah. The ordinary things will allow you to become extraordinary. People are gonna be like, man, how did you do it? What did you do? So that's what I had to share with you. And I gotta tell you that while I was away, we had death in our family, for friends and family, and just a whole barrage of death and sad situations. And man, that really took a toll on me, because sometimes I consider myself a very strong person in my faith, a strong person in handling situations. But man, when it comes like that, like when it comes like this, and sometimes we're like, whoops, Lord, look, that's a lot. You got to step back. That's when you got to find your center. You got to breathe. You got to walk. You got to have conversations. You've got to find an outlet. You got to navigate, and so you can keep your sanity, your psyche. So important that you maintain that integrity with yourself. Ain't nobody gonna do that for you, right? So you can keep smiling, and you can feel joyful, and you can live the life that you want to live, whether it's in your business or in your life. It really doesn't matter. Yeah. Cherish the ordinary, my friends. And make your list. It could be 5, it could be 4, it could be 20, it could be so many nature walks. Oh my goodness. How many of you have walked, have like, just escaped for 15 minutes and do a nature walk? We don't embrace the things that brings us that peace and that tranquility And those things are good. Those things are essential, because if you keep up with this busy life, this messy life, it's going to take you to a place you're going to my mama would say, you're going to lose your mind. No, but you're not going to lose your mind, but you lose yourself in all of that. So, you know, I learned, and I continue to learn, how to pull back and how to navigate and how to find those center. I call it center of gravity. Yeah, I call it center of gravity. This man call it the ordinary. Cherish the ordinary. I call it whatever you want to call it. Get to that place where you can get grounded again. All right, my friends, it's so nice seeing you. Yes, we had some really sad times, but God is good, and He keeps you and He strengthens you and He allows you to go through, but He never leaves you. All right, my friends, I will see some of you next time. I will next week I'll definitely announce when I'll do my lives like I always do prior to those 5 weeks. And I will thank you so much, sis. I will let you know when I'll be coming live in this particular group, which is my personal profile. In the other groups, then I have some time change, and I will announce all of that. But for now, my friends, it is Friday, and or maybe Saturday morning, wherever you are in the world, different time zones, and so on and so forth. But whatever it is, you've got to cherish the ordinary things of life, the ones that are free, the one that God has given us. And don't lose yourself, because I've met a lot of folks that are losing themselves, and it takes some of us to kind of help them to understand, bring them back to that ground zero, bring them back to that place where they can, you know, embrace and find themselves again. There's a lot of stuff happening. And as I said, the writer, I don't know, Matthew Kelly, he said, life is messy. Yes, it is messy. But remember, what have you brought to that mess? Are you contributing to the messy situation that life, or are you helping to, you know, get people out of that mess? So it all depends on how we look at that life is messy thing. Because yeah, life can be messy, but you don't have to be a part of that, right? Yeah. So so I'm gonna have 3 minutes left on my half an hour. Yeah, life is messy, but you don't have to be a part of that. You can cherish some ordinary things that can allow you to live a life right up in that mess and still have yourself centered and grounded. So, my friends, I will see you next week. I hope that you have gleaned something from this live. And yeah, because I'm telling you, we all go through some things in life, not, extraneous circumstances or whatever you want to call them, but we've got to go through them. We've got to navigate. We can't abort the process. Remember now, can't abort the process. It is a process, so you got to go through it. Because if you don't go through it, then you will never be able to help someone when somebody say, "Oh my goodness," no, because now you have already gone through it, so you've had an experience, and now you can help that person to navigate. So, all right, I see you next week sometime. Continue to follow me here at Yvette Garel at facebook.com. I think this is my personal page. And I hope everybody will have a great weekend. And remember now, cherish the ordinary. Life is messy, but you don't have to contribute to that mess. And it doesn't have to make you being a mess up in that messy situation. All right, take care, everybody. I see you then. Thank you so much, sis. I see you soon. Bye-bye.